There we go. Here I come. Right there. Right there. Praise hallelujah. Hello, folks. Good to see you all. I want to say good morning to you on this first day of June. Sitting down here just feeling blessed and highly favored of the Lord. And just wanted to get on here and say hello to our family. I'm hoping you all are doing well. It's kind of raining here, not kind of, but it is raining here in Denver. And we are expecting rain all day today. And tomorrow it's going to get up to 80 degrees. Go figure. That's Denver for you. So if you don't like the weather here, just stick around. It'll change. I love when I talk to people and I tell them that I'm from Denver. And the first thing they ask me, well, how's the weather? All people think, I shouldn't say all people, but a lot of people hear about our weather and they think our weather is really extreme. And I don't mind them thinking that because the state has become very, at least in the metropolitans, very, very crowded, very, very competitive. Real estate is going off the chart here. I just heard about someone selling a home in a neighborhood of Park Hill, which is an old neighborhood in Denver. And I just heard that they were selling it for $980,000, a house in Park Hill. I assume they did some upgrades on it, but $980,000. The average house in Denver is being sold for $525,000. A lot of cheese. It's a lot of cheese. Those of you who are not home owners, you certainly, if you plan on buying a home, you might want to be about that. Interest rates are going up, and there's all kinds of things happening in the economy. But I've learned that being a homeowner is one of the best ways for a person of average intelligence to be able to establish themselves financially. Our ministry is about empowering people spiritually, mentally, physically, and economically, that being the ministry of my Father's house. And when people hear me say empowering people economically, they sometimes misinterpret it. And let me just give you a heads up. We believe that a well-read and a disciplined disciple is an effective disciple. A disciple who is trained and taught about life in a number of levels, they become very effective. And I have come to recognize a lot of people come to church, and this happened to me early on in ministry. People get saved, give their heart to the Lord, get delivered, get set free. And they say, I want to find a job. I want to get a job. And while they're wanting to get a job, or they're going after, the bucks, or they're trying to get, heads up, they needed some advice. They needed some help. We're not a financial counselor. I'm a pastor, and I use biblical principles to help people to understand finances. We have a powerful lesson that we're going to teach on tonight. You don't want to miss Freshman and Bible Study. We're going to teach a message tonight on the new meat. Yes, exactly it. That's it. New meat. Yes, it's going to be powerful. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be tonight at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me, Mountain Standard Time. 7:00 Mountain Standard Time is when we do our live stream on Wednesday nights, and then on Sundays we do our live stream at 9:00 a.m. and that's Mountain Standard Time. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button, the little bell there. When I go live, you'll get notified. You can also go down to our mobile app. Go to your app store on any platform, any cell phone. Look for My Father's House, ICDC in Denver, and download our mobile app. and you can get a lot of value at our mobile app. I'm very much and very interested in helping people. And that mobile app has helped me to reach a lot of people and to stay in touch and do the discipleship work that we do. The Lord spoke to me and said, Richardson, I don't need you to build me a steeple, but I want you to build my people. I said, yes, I will. And I thought that was just about preaching and just jumping out, preaching a good sermon and, feeling good about the message and going to work. That's what I thought I was doing. And that's what I understood. And then the Lord began to show me that people, as they were coming, ministry was growing, people getting saved, they were getting delivered. And he said, you don't have a structure. You don't have an infrastructure on how to process the people. Yes, they love you. They're getting a word. They're getting delivered. But you have to understand that you are in the people business. And whenever you're working with people, this might sound shrewd, but there's always a process, a way to process people. And he helped us to understand how important it was to do team ministry, to set up a discipleship center. We are the only discipleship center in Denver. There are thousands of people discipling people in Denver. But my father's house, to my knowledge, last I checked, is the only discipleship center in Denver. And I believe that is, I know that's what he asked me to do. And he has grown me up on several turns, took a whole bunch of bumps and bruises, and probably take a few more before we get out of here. But he has helped me to understand how important it is to disciple God's people. So I want to talk to you real quick. I'm going to be done here in just a minute. But I want to talk to you real quick about something that is near and dear to my heart. And I see people today, and they're online, they're looking at YouTube, they're looking at this and looking at that, and they're trying to find the answers. They're trying to find the place where they can get the results, so the results that they can get better bang for their buck. And I just want to share some, I guess this is just kind of practical, common sense, life application lesson that will help you, that's helped me, and I help others by using this approach. And that is looking at your results, how to review your results. Now, anything that you do in life, if it is not measured, it is not worth doing. Now, I know you say, well, I just do this and it doesn't matter. I don't care if anybody would know. No. I remember my dad wrote his book called Nimrod, the Mighty Hunter. My dad was awesome man of God. And he wrote the book, and he labored. I think it was 2.5 years for him to get it done. And if you've never published a book, getting your first book out is very difficult. So Dad got his book out, and I came home from Denver, and I was talking to him. I said, well, Dad, okay, now how are we going to market this? And he said, oh, well, I don't really want to worry about marketing. I don't need no money. I really hadn't even given it any thought, to be honest with you. And my dad is very pragmatic, very practical in his thinking. And when he said it to me, I'm thinking, now, this is my dad. I'm going to be respectful. But I asked him a point blank question. I said, if you wrote a book and you don't plan on making any money or selling the book, why would you even market it? Why would you not put it out? Just give it away. And he laughed at me. He said, you got a good point. And so he decided on a price. And when he decided on a price, we were able to then start looking at the results, because we were able to measure his efforts. We're able to measure his efforts. It's a great book too, by the way. Nimrod, the Mighty Hunter. He picked the title. I didn't pick the title. That's his title. And it's a great story about his life growing up in the deep, deep South, Arkansas, Miller County, Arkansas, a little town called Kibla. We were down there and we asked Google to find Kibla, and Google said, I don't know where that is. Or Siri said, I don't know where that is. My mom cracked up. It was hilarious. But anything that you're doing in life, if it is not measurable, it's not worth doing. And if you're doing anything and you're not measuring it, you'll never be able to track your results. Tracking your results. I want to talk to you briefly about your results. If you don't like your results, then you're going to need to do something about it or continue to get the same results. And so one of the things the Lord has been dealing with me on is 5 R's. We'll give them to you real quick. Won't try to elaborate on them. You go to my podcast, which is the Now of God podcast. You can get it on any podcast platform. Subscribe to it, and you can get the full teaching on the 5 R's. But the results that you're getting, some people become so result focused and so focused on the results is that they don't take time to really look at the results from an objective standpoint. An objective standpoint, meaning, are these the results that I'm really looking for? And a lot of people are frustrated in their results. They're frustrated in their purpose in life. They're frustrated because they're not getting ahead. And what I found the key to adjusting your results is to look at your routine, that which you do automatically, automatic pilot, where you are just doing something every day, all day long, and you keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You keep getting the same results, and you get frustrated because the results are not what you were looking for, not what you had in mind. Pardon me. Okay, so when you look at your routine, you have to address your routine. Look at your routine. If you are not willing to change your routine, your results will not change. If you're not willing to change, to pivot, to upgrade your routine, your results will never change. Everything is found, everything is produced by your routine. What do you do as a routine? Every great player, Steph Curry, comes out on the court. As soon as he comes out of the locker room, they give him a ball and he shoots half court because that's his routine. He puts the ball in the hole. They get excited about it, but that's his routine. Tiger Woods has a routine. Every golfer, when you see him set up, they go behind the ball. They look at it. They vision. They paint the picture to the target where they want to hit the ball to. They come over the ball and they have the picture in their mind. That's their routine. Anytime you see anyone that's proficient at anything, you will see that they have a routine that they rely on. That's another R, but that they rely on because they are looking for a particular outcome or result. So any leader who is working through life and working with others or themselves is that you have to look at your routine. And if you're not willing to look at your routine objectively, saying, okay, this is really not working. And so what I need to do is upgrade my routine. I need to upgrade it. And so when you look at your routine, it's going to require you to be able to recognize something that your routine is doing. Now, here's just a nugget for you, is that the children of Israel, they came out of Egypt. You know the story. They went round and around the mountain. It took could have been a 13-day, 11-day trip, they sort of say. But they ended up spending 40 years in the wilderness because their routine and what was in their heart, what they believed was the right way, caused them to circle around and around and around. And they never got to where they were supposed to go. But because they didn't recognize that they were going in a circle, they didn't change their routine. Are you finding yourself going in a circle? Are you finding yourself just going around spinning your wheels? Another R. When you are spinning your wheels, you find yourself in a rut. Yeah. Find yourself in a rut. A lot of times people don't want to admit that. You're in a rut. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, just barely staying afloat. You make plenty of money, but you don't know where the money's going to. You don't track it at all. You don't measure it. You just spend it. You eat it up, waste it up. And then you're still looking to increase, or you're looking for better results. Look at your routine. Look at your bank statement. Look at your credit card statement. Find out how much of your money that you're putting in your mouth and not putting it to work in your belly. So when you look at something and you recognize it, you are then able, watch this, you're able to realize what's similar here. To recognize a thing means to see a similarity. So if you recognize a person, you recognize a car. It's amazing when you buy a particular car, before you buy that particular model, you don't see that kind of car on the road. But when you buy that model, you see that car, you pay attention to that car because you recognize it. And through recognizing a thing, you realize, you make a conscious, mental assessment of what is taking place. So let me wrap this up. If you don't like your results, look at your routine. And once you look at your routine, you have to be willing to recognize that your routine is not getting you the results that you want. And the moment that you realize this, that it requires you to pivot on your routine, change your routine, you'll change your results. Promise you. All right. Hey, tonight, 7:00 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on June 1st. Powerful word at 7:00 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on our channel. Go to our website, My Father's House, icdc.com, and find me on the website, lesliedrichandson.com, and connect with me on my podcast. And I also have a course on leadership training at 1cldi.com. And you can meet with me and I'll share a lesson with you this Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday, we're going to be teaching a lesson on creating a culture of accountability. The leadership module that I do every first Saturday. I do leadership training, virtual training from my leadership platform. You can go over, just go lesliedrichandson.com. You'll find everything you need. And then it'll be at 10 o'clock a.m. this Saturday, June the 4th, I believe it is. And we will be teaching a lesson on leadership. If you are in any type of leadership, any capacity of leadership, you definitely want to stop by this class. A real brief module mastermind group that I do lesson. I do a lesson every first Saturday of the month. And very powerful lesson. You can come and attend. There's a cost, and that will cost like $25. It's not a lot. And then what we'll do is we'll share some information with you that'll be life-changing. Promise you, life-changing. So I look forward to connecting with you. All right, my name is Leslie. I'm your brother. I'm his servant. And I look forward to serving you again real soon. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the like button. And so the next time I drop in here on the channel, you will be notified and you'll be able to connect with us here on our broadcast of Crying in the Wilderness. God bless. Talk to you later. Oh, see you tonight. How about that? 7:00 p.m. Wednesday, June 1st. God bless. Take care.